TV. Kaboom! From the UK to the USA.
Just catch just a little glimpse of him, and then he'd be gone.
More unexplainable phenomena is being captured than ever before.
Oh my God! The chair flew across the floor. Oh my God! Ben, I'm getting out of here.
In this series, we will hear firsthand from the people involved.
This black shadow with wings swooped towards me.
As we reveal the most terrifying,
It fed off my anxiety. I just couldn't fight it.
Aliens.
remarkable,
Something's definitely crashed you. This is weird.
and unexplainable footage shot by you.
I do believe that he may have been possessed.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh my
But first, meet our experts, who will be giving their opinions on the unexplained.
I do believe that there is more to reality than this material world we see around us. I just don't think science and reason has all of the answers. So I think there are absolutely some things in this world that are unexplainable.
There is a viable explanation for everything. I get involved in scientific investigation of paranormal claims, but also I do go out ghost busting at the weekends. I'm a skeptic in the true sense of the word. If I can see quite blatantly it's not real, then I will definitely call it out.
I believe that ghosts exist because I've experienced them myself. Some things are definitely unexplainable. Science has a long way to go to proving the existence of the afterlife.
My mum was a medium, and I've grown up with ghosts. Life goes on beyond death. I think there are life forms on other planets. Do I think there's always an answer to the unexplained? No.
This is Unexplained. Caught on camera. But first, in Florida, USA,
What was that?
conjuring spirits in a haunted cemetery
Whoa, I could have sworn somebody was just standing beside me.
leads to grave danger.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh my God, Lou!
I completely lost control of my body and was completely helpless.
Oh my God, Lou!
I thought he dropped dead.
No!
I thought he literally
Oh my
just
God!
dropped dead.
Meet paranormal investigator Patty Adams.
From the time I was 5 years old, I saw spirits. I would look out my window at night and I would actually see what looked like heaven. I thought everybody's seen heaven. I was waving at them, they were waving back. Throughout my life, I had so many encounters with spirits. Every house that I moved into had something going on there.
5 years ago, a close bereavement prompted Patty to start actively communicating with the afterlife.
So in 2015, my son committed suicide, and it was totally unexpected. That was our last Thanksgiving together with him. Within a week after he died, me and my daughter, we started hearing his voice coming from the radio, coming from the TV.
Is there anything that you want to say to Mom?
No.
And so eventually we decided to share this with the world. Hello there, this is Patty with the G Team, and I'm with my daughter Heather. And we started a YouTube channel. Come on, Gary, can you come through and speak to your sister?
I know that you're with us. Gary!
Oh my God, did you hear that?
We've met so many other people through my channel. So many friendships have been formed. Gary, can you please help us?
It was during one of Patty's live streamed spirit box sessions that she met like-minded Lou Rock.
I was a fan of watching YouTube videos, and I came across a channel. It was this amazing, funny woman, and I started hearing these things that she was hearing, and I just thought it was amazing.
As I was running the spirit box, it all of a sudden blurted out, Lou Rock.
Something but rock.
And then he went crazy in the chat trying to get my attention with big bold letters. You know, it's me, it's Lou Rock. Oh my God, it just said my name, And so that's kind of how we met. Guess who, everybody? Guess who this is?
It's your boy Lou Rock. Lou Rock in the house. And Mama Rock. And Mama Rock.
I look at Patty like she's my family. She's treated me like family since I met her. I love her.
It wasn't long before Lou and Patty decided to do investigations together.
I am with Lou Rock. What up? We're gonna do the creepy ride through here.
And there's nowhere better than Florida's most haunted graveyard.
Okay, we are at the Spring Hill Cemetery. It is late at night.
So the Spring Hill Cemetery is in Brooksville, Florida. It was established in the 1850s. It is an African-American cemetery and has a pretty dark past. Most of the people that are out there from that time era died in a not so nice way. It is believed that that's why that cemetery is so haunted to this day.
Never know what we're gonna find in this cemetery.
That place is one of the most active places in the United States.
I mean, sometimes we don't get a lot of activity, but a lot of times we do.
Did the light just flicker in the car?
It did. It did. That's weird. Whoa, wait. That light right there came on. Look,
Yeah.
Look at that. Right above your head.
Right there.
That light
What the hell?
That light just came on. Wait.
That is
You didn't
strange.
bump that
No,
light.
look at how low I am.
There was no possible way that Lou could have turned them on. I didn't turn them on. I was driving, focusing on where I was going.
Nobody.
Oh, wow.
It was a spooky start to the night, right off the bat.
We're here. So we'll park right in here. That way we are ready to get out of here if we have to leave real quick.
Joining Patty and Lou were fellow ghost hunters Jen, Lisa, and Lucid.
Just got here and got parked and everything.
There was a light. I just heard. Whoa. Yep.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
I almost didn't even want to get out of the car. It was a weird feeling I had. And I usually try to go with my gut instinct because I'm usually right.
Jim, what do you think about the rain? Is it coming down? I mean,
think you'll be okay.
You think I'll be okay?
Yeah.
But I finally thought, you know what? Okay, Patty, you can do this.
All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get out.
It just felt ominous, almost a warning, almost a gut feeling of, don't do this. Don't do this tonight.
This is one creepy-ass cemetery, I will tell you.
Later,
What was that?
they should have followed their gut instincts
He's here? What?
as they feel the full force of the graveyard ghouls.
Please stop.
I started feeling very strained, dizzy. I felt like something was pressing on my chest. I could just immediately feel that something wasn't right.
In Brighton, UK, a music shop is rocked
We wound it 4, 5, 10 times maybe. And we're like, wow, that's weird.
by a serious case of air guitar.
Unless you touch the guitar, nothing could move it.
The sunny seaside town of Brighton is famed for its fish and chips, Pebble Beach, and iconic pier. But it's also known for its ghostly goings-on.
My name is Silas the Ghost Walker, and I will be taking you on a walk around Brighton's oldest and most haunted quarter. Now, this is our oldest tavern. It is widely believed the cricketers here once played host to one of England's most notorious criminals, the man thought to have been none other than Jack the Ripper. Brighton is now alleged to be the most haunted town in England, with over 500 accounts of paranormal goings-on here. The Lanes is the oldest part of Brighton. Some of the buildings here date back to the 16th century, and one would expect there to be many tales associated with it.
Situated in the heart of the North Lanes, GAK Guitar Store is no exception, with several spooky sightings of their own.
There's often the theory that a building, a spirit has formed a sentimental attachment to it. Given that the guitar shop is situated in North Lane, it doesn't surprise me in the least that paranormal activity has been witnessed there.
My name is Roy Michael Chudovsky, known as Mr. Roy in the industry. I'm 50 years old and I'm the manager of GAK Guitar Store in Brighton. I always believe that the past is imprinted on a building, like an imprint of whatever's gone on in the past.
Working alongside Roy is marketing manager Mark Brack.
We've had a few mediums come in and they've said that it's built on ancient burial grounds and things like that.
Despite the shop's colourful history, Roy and Mark have rather different perspectives on the paranormal.
I've always been quite an open-minded, spiritual person, and I'm more of a believer than a skeptic.
I've always been a very hardcore skeptic when it comes to the paranormal. I like proof, I like facts, and that world isn't one that offers a lot of that.
But when an expensive guitar was suspected missing one day, it not only raised alarm, but questions.
It was just a normal day. Plenty of noise, plenty of distractions. We thought there'd been a theft. When there's a hook empty, a guitar not on display, it can raise concerns. So we went back through the CCTV footage. When we checked back, there was actually nothing missing. It was just a genuine coincidence that we looked back at that particular space. And somebody went, hold on a minute, there's something not quite right there.
You can see a very faint, white figure that just moves through the shop.
We rewound it 4, 5, 10 times maybe, and we're like, wow, that's weird.
Whilst Roy was open to a paranormal explanation,
I thought personally it looked like it was following. You could see the customer was moving, and it kind of moved up and down with him in 2 different directions. And I would say like a person moving with purpose.
skeptic Mark looked for a more logical reason.
To be fair, we're all a bunch of musicians. I'm sure they see a lot of ghostly apparitions most Saturdays, to be honest.
Wow, I think that shop most definitely has a haunting.
Spirits are like any of us, so when we die, we don't lose our interest. So if we have a hobby or a passion in life, I think that it's highly likely that that will carry over with us into the next life. So if they had an interest in music or a passion for playing the guitar, for example, we could speculate that they may retain that interest and want to have a play with the guitars in the shop.
Later, more freaky phenomena rocks the store and starts to sway our hardened skeptic.
Can I explain it? No. Do I think it's a ghost? Potentially.
In Barnsley in the UK, an antique store is also rocking. When the owner notices a rocking horse has mysteriously fallen over in the night, he rewinds the CCTV and catches the horse galloping on its own. It seems a pesky poltergeist is horsing around. Because after Bambi gets binned off, elsewhere in the same shop, orb-looking objects begin to float. And a heavy prop head sat on the cabinet gets decapitated. All caught on CCTV, the owner can't make head nor tail of the mysterious activity. In New Orleans, USA, a relic hunter unearths the past.
Look at this. This is weird.
And is left spellbound.
I believe it's a witch's bottle. Some people wouldn't believe me, but this bottle, it's unexplained. Look, that is a tooth. My name is Shane Mears. I'm 52 years old, and I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. New Orleans is known for its jazz music. It's known for its great places to eat. It's got an incredible history, and it's also known for its voodoo.
The spooky spiritual religion of voodoo came to New Orleans in the early 18th century by slaves from West Africa. Named one of the most haunted cities in the States, it's the place where the dead refused to rest.
The French Quarter at night, and they had that mist coming up, that fog. It's just like any scary movie you'd ever see, and it is creepy. I'm a bartender, and I basically have a hobby of digging relics. I mainly focus on the American Civil War.
Yay! Back to digging.
And I dig a bunch of them.
Yay! Hi, hello. I guess it's time to go. It's getting dark. I might be stuck.
A few months ago, Shane was digging on a construction site on the west banks of the Mississippi.
Getting a little bit dirty.
It was a typical dig. I dug about 3 feet down total, and that's when I hit a pocket of neat little items there.
Look, digging some awesome bottles. Awesome bottles. Look at the inkwell. Look at this thing, huh? Ooh-sha.
It's starting to get hot, really hot. I'm sweating. You know, it's maybe time to go. But then all of a sudden, boom! Yay!
This was neat. There's something inside of it.
I knew I stumbled into something unknown.
I swear it looks like a tooth.
It's just wild. Welcome to New Orleans.
Look at this. This is weird. With the tooth, look. That is a tooth.
I realized that's a human tooth, and it's just a weird feeling.
And I tell you what, it's too big to be a kid's. They want, I don't know what it is. It's just weird.
But then it's like, whoa, what's this? It looked like roots in it, which ended up being hair. I had a feeling that it had something to do with voodoo, but I Googled this tooth and bottle, and I found out it's a witch bottle.
Witch bottles are found all over the world. Often people think that they were created to curse a person, created by a witch. But in fact, usually these so-called witch bottles were made by people trying to counteract a curse.
They would fill them with teeth, with hair, with urine, and then often the fourth object, something sharp. The witch would be attracted to the urine and then be trapped in the bottle. And the spikes and nails would, of course, cause an uncomfortable demise.
You really don't mess with things like this. If you find a witch bottle, just put it back and rebury it.
But Shane didn't just dig it up. He took it home and decided to upload his unique find online.
I explained what it was on my post, and I put a few pictures in it, and then I said, cool, creepy, find. This went crazy after that. People commenting, put it back. Oh, that was the theme, put it back.
Over 1,000 people warned Shane he'd be doomed if he didn't return it to its original resting place.
I've been told I'm gonna die. I'm already dead. I've cursed my family. I'm basically mud.
But as luck would have it, Shane found the bottle to be a blessing, not a curse.
Since I found this bottle, my luck has been incredible. Some of the ladies that I've met, because I'm dating again. Yes, at my age, I'm dating again. I'm having the best luck of my life.
Had Shane discovered a lucky charm? Either way, all he had to do was keep that bad boy safe.
We had a little problem. We had an accident. Bottle broke. It was in my father's safe. All safe and sound, I thought. And then when I went to go get it out the safe, this is what I found. It had an ammonia-type smell and rotten meat. I'm really upset about this. Don't know how it happened. It was all safe and sound, and I opened it up, and this was what was there. It broke.
With no explanation as to how the bottle broke in a sealed safe.
Hopefully everything still goes good. Yay!
Maybe Shane should now make his own bottle to ward off any curses. Back in Florida.
Whoa, wait.
Paranormal pals Patty and Lou are investigating the infamous Springfield Cemetery.
This is one creepy-ass cemetery, I will tell you.
People investigate graveyards and cemeteries because they know, obviously, they're filled with people who've passed over.
People, when they die, their spirit raises, and some of them may stay around the graveyard. But That's the main reason why people investigate. The other main reason is because graveyards are naturally spooky.
Statistically, most graveyards aren't haunted. If you think about it logically, why would a spirit linger in a graveyard, a place where they never spent time in life? Why would they stay there in death? It's just the resting place of the physical body.
Amongst the hundreds of graves in this cemetery, there's one that always attracts attention.
I went ahead and headed over towards the little girl's grave because it's kind of a hot spot, and started trying to communicate with the little girl.
Hello there. Can you make that REM pod go off? Let us know that you hear us and see us. Lit up.
The only thing that can make that go off is physically touching it, which I wasn't, or nobody was. The red light consistently stays lit up and goes off really loud. That means the spirit is very strong and it's right there. It's right there. And she was.
Thank you. That's so awesome.
With a presence detected on the REM pod, Lou's spirit box started picking up voices.
The dolls. The dolls, I heard that.
Now, I hear that a lot when I go to that grave because there are dolls on that grave.
Whoa. What was that? Did you guys hear that?
I kept having to turn my camera over here, turn my camera over there, hoping to catch something on camera because I kept hearing something.
Somebody just touched my back. Who's touching my back right now?
Each and every one of us was experiencing something the entire time we were there.
I just saw that tree move.
Why is it moving?
Oh, yeah,
Look
it
at
is.
that.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God.
There's no wind out
And
here.
it's over
I
here.
wish there was some wind out here. It's hot as hell.
Moving. Oh, my God. It's getting really cold.
Oh, yep. Oh, yeah. Just like, feel like I just walked into an ice box. Any spirit... Whoa, I could have sworn somebody was just standing beside me. And it's not you. You're on this side.
Probably one of the scariest nights I've ever had in that cemetery.
There you go. Let's switch it up a bit. Okay. We want to get as much in as possible, as quick as possible here, because we never know what's going to happen and we might have to leave. This place is so active, man, I tell you what.
Help. Help me. Who needs help?
Sick. He's here? What? It said he's here.
I got the chills. Who's here?
There was definitely something in that cemetery that night that wasn't so nice.
If there was something in there that night, it was affecting Lou.
I hear it. I hear something.
I remember a feeling coming over me.
I am getting nauseous.
You are?
Yeah, like a nauseous
Oh, shit.
in my stomach.
All of a sudden, Lou said he felt nauseous. He did not feel right. He started to not feel good at all.
Usually, when those feelings start, that's a sign that there's something there.
On the other side.
Holy shit, what was
You're
that?
hearing it,
Yes.
Yeah, in the woods.
Well,
I heard that. I don't know, but everybody put their lights that way.
We started hearing noises coming from the woods.
I just heard somebody say, hey.
I decided to walk over to the oldest grave in the cemetery.
Lou said he's going to take a little walk. I'm going to... Let's just continue to film in this area here and see what we can see.
Whoa, my camera just got super blurry. This is the oldest grave in the cemetery?
It's this grave that's put together out of blocks and mortar, and it's just so strange.
It is like got a glow around it right now.
Something wasn't good, especially me being there alone.
Stop for a second. What the is that? I swear I just heard something behind me.
I was hearing things, what I thought were right behind me. Like if somebody was standing directly behind me.
Hello?
Undeterred, Lou wanted to capture more evidence.
Hello?
So tried to speak to the spirits. But suddenly, the sickness got worse.
I would say my memories stop at setting up my spirit box at the oldest grave, and I started feeling dizzy.
Please don't do that. What the fuck is that behind me?
After Lou went off to another grave, I could hear him over there talking a little bit.
Hello?
I started feeling very strange, dizzy. I felt like something was pressing on my chest.
Please stop.
I could just immediately feel that something wasn't right. That's kind of where my memory just kind of goes fuzzy.
Is that you, Lou?
Later, it all gets too much for Lou.
I'm not feeling right.
As whatever's lurking in the graveyard takes hold.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh my God, Lou!
You know, there's so many people out there, oh, I've been possessed. But when it really happens to you, it's scary.
Lou! No! No!
Being controlled by an evil spirit can be truly terrifying. In Thailand, it's thought this woman has been possessed by the spirit of the previous homeowner. Outside, a spirit house thought to hold the evil entity is demolished. While inside, witch doctors pin the woman down and perform an exorcism to rid her of the curse. In India, this ladder has taken on a life of its own. It's claimed to be possessed by the spirit of a person who fell off the ladder and died. As it moves by itself, it's a step too far for these innocent bystanders who've caught the unexplainable incident on camera. Back in Brighton, in the guitar shop, and a mysterious apparition caught on CCTV has been plucking with Roy and Mark's heads.
I was like, wow, that's weird.
Whilst Roy was sure it was a spook,
there was a definite movement. I would say like a person moving with purpose.
Mark wasn't convinced.
We're all a bunch of musicians. I'm sure they see a lot of ghostly apparitions most Saturdays, to be honest.
But another incident was about to rattle our hardcore skeptic. A month after the suspected apparition, Roy was called out in the dead of night when movement in the store's vault triggered the alarm.
I think it was about 5 a.m, so obviously there was nobody here in the store. I get the alarm call from the company, came in to check, couldn't see anything at the time, everything checked out, and obviously I locked up, switched the alarm back on and went back home.
But the next morning, when Roy checked the CCTV, he discovered the cause of the call-out.
I checked back through the CCTV just in case I've missed something. I was like, wow. There I was, seeing in front of me the guitar move. And I was like, I can't believe it. In that room there's no air conditioning, there's no windows, there's no draft, it's a sealed room. So there's no reason for that guitar to move at all.
They're heavy guitars. They're not hollow bodies. They're big lumps of wood. I would say that unless you touch the guitar, nothing could move it.
So if you try and swing it manually, that's all you get. It rocks in a totally different way. The team were like, we need to find out what moved the guitar. It must have been this, it must have been that. And we kind of just debunked everything physical that could have moved that guitar. To the end, we just said, wow, OK, we can't explain it.
As part of the debunking crew, even Mark couldn't argue with this one.
I was pretty shocked and taken back when I saw the footage. I'm quite a skeptic, and I can't find a plausible explanation for it.
If I was looking for a natural explanation, I might say it's something to do with vibration, even the possibility of infrasound locally that could be causing the guitars to move. But given that there aren't any other guitars moving, it's a little bit intriguing.
I would say that this has just been a moment that's been caught on camera that's actually incredibly special, because this is where one dimension of time is actually crossing with another.
And the rock and rolling didn't stop there. 10 minutes later came the encore.
One of the tickets, the price tickets that we have on all the guitars, kind of falls off in quite a violent manner. Sometimes they do fall off, but not like that. Not in that way.
The cards would usually drift or just slip down the guitar and they get trapped in between and the bottom of the guitar. So to see it actually come clean away from the actual guitar and then thrust onto the floor, the way in which that fell is almost like someone's dragged it off the actual guitar.
There seems like there could almost be aggression in it. Now, I'm speculating that this ghostly figure is angry, so he's pulling price tags off guitars. The guitar with the price tag on was a custom shop Fender. It's a very expensive guitar.
It's kind of like, doesn't like the price, maybe.
With no plausible reason for the eerie encounters, Roy has put it down to a paranormal prankster.
If there is a presence here, and I believe there's probably something here, it's from the past, history, it means no harm, and it's just part of the atmosphere.
And skeptic Mark changed his tune too.
There is no logical explanation for what happened, so I guess that I have to accept that it is something paranormal. If these are poltergeists or that kind of thing, then they are nice ones. Maybe old, like, rockers or something.
Across the pond in Texas, USA, a couple who were hounded.
We never expected to see what we caught on the camera.
By a visit from a disappearing dog.
Started freaking out.
We were totally freaked out. A lot of things happened that night that could be just coincidence, but it could be a lot more than that.
29-year-old Sarah and her husband Chadwick moved into their house 2 years ago.
It's a nice area. It's, a lot of families, fairly quiet. It's been great. Been doing a lot of renovations on it, so we've just been kind of updating it, giving it some love and fixing it up. So it's been a fun project.
Installing security camera, just for security.
I like having the doorbell camera just because we can know when packages or people come to the door, and it does give you a little sense of security as well.
The camera picks up motion and also sound. When it picks up motion, it'll save them as clips, and also it'll give you alerts where the sound was heard. When I'm kind of bored, I'll just kind of go through it, and this day I was just randomly going through it. I was scrolling through it fast, and I just see this white flash kind of go through, and I was like, "What's that?" And that's when I saw the creepy looking dog.
It freaked us out.
You see a white dog, it's sniffing near the front porch. And then in between our two cars, you see a black dog pass. And as this white dog is moving to the left side of the screen, it then goes by the garage door and then turns. You can just see it disappear.
It just totally blew our minds.
Started freaking out.
We were totally freaked out. We both of us were just like, couldn't stop watching it.
I'm not sceptical at all about this one. I've watched it lots of times and I've slowed it down and I've gone frame by frame. I thought initially maybe what we're dealing with is just pixelation, but I don't think that's accurate. I actually think what we may be seeing here is a ghost dog.
Animals have souls just as we do. So just as we can appear as an apparition, animals can too. They're exactly the same as us at the end of the day. They just show in a different form.
Ghost animals, just like humans, can show themselves, especially on cameras with infrared technology. As we can only see in the white spectrum of light, infrared and ultraviolet light spectrums are able to pick up the things that we cannot see with our naked eye.
We shared it with our friends and put it online, and that's when it started to get a lot of people interested, giving suggestions on what legends they thought it could be.
Sarah and Chadwick's house was built on a Native American trade route with a well-known legend of a ghost dog.
The legend of El Cadejo originates in Central America, and it really has to do with two different dogs, a white dog and a black dog, and the white dog is supposed to be the good sort of protector spirit. Both of them are ghost-like and said to have glowing eyes. But the black dog is actually the evil dog of the two. I thought that the white dog looked the scariest. It was striking to us how similar a lot of these legends were to what we saw in the film.
My cousin is very, very technically inclined, and he told us the rendering of the camera with the night vision and, you know, the white dog, there is a possibility that's just the camera.
That could definitely be what it is. But I think I'm more inclined to, you know, consider that it might be paranormal.
We don't know if those dogs belong to anyone. Like, we've never seen them around the area, and we haven't seen them since. You know, my mom said where the dog disappeared, there's buried treasure underneath. So, I don't know, we might dig it up, we'll see.
In the Netherlands, this goat's taking his new party trick for a spin.
Ja, det er fint, hvis du kan få den til at gøre det der. Det ville være fantastisk.
By doing an uncanny impression of The Exorcist. And if that didn't turn your head, this might. In El Salvador, this family have an uninvited guest. The sinister-looking intruder looks like a snake, but has 4 lizard-like legs. Creepy. In Michigan, USA...
Okay, this is Nico. Why are you crying? Nico, are you done?
There appears to be a bawling baby in a cage.
This is what I go through every day, and people think I have a crying baby out here.
But in fact...
I will show you, it's really just Nico. Nico.
It's Nico, the parrot, star of an exotic rescue centre.
You are such a baby. Okay, let's go impress these kids, okay?
Well, you impressed us, Nico. Back in the cemetery in Florida, and after taking a terrifying turn...
Please stop.
Lou tried to make his way back to Patty and the others.
I seen him coming back towards us, and I heard him making this sound, like a gurgitating sound, like he was burping or something.
Is that you, Lou?
Lou!
What's wrong?
Lou!
I'm not feeling right.
Oh, Lou.
What's wrong?
I shouted out to him, Lou, are you okay? Lou, what's wrong? What's going on? As he got closer, I could hear it even more.
What is that? What happened?
My chest.
Your chest? What's wrong with
My chest is burning.
It is?
Burning?
Yeah.
Where were you? Where did you go?
Oh my God. There's something out here. We feel something all around us.
His color, his skin tone had changed. He looked kind of pale. His eyes didn't look right.
What happened?
When you start feeling sick, that means something's not right. Something's trying to attach itself to you.
Who's messing with Lou? Please leave
You're
him
starting
alone.
to feel the effects of this dark energy that's there, and it's making you sick.
What's on your head? Is that a shadow?
Whoa.
Or is it a bruise? Oh my God, it looks like it's, yeah, it's like...
What the hell?
The whole group had pointed out that I had a bruise on my head. I have no idea how the bruise got there.
What the hell is that?
It's like a damn bruise.
Yeah. Bruise.
Get scratched, get a bruise. Those type of things are very common when you're under attack by a bad spirit. I knew at that point something had gotten a hold of him.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh my God! Oh my God! Lou! What the fuck? Lou! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Lou! Lou! No! No!
I completely lost control of my body and was completely helpless.
I thought he dropped dead. I really did. I thought he literally just dropped dead. It was horrible.
Lou! No! No!
All I could think about was, oh my God, do I have to call his mother? Like, I don't want to have to tell this woman she lost her son and go through what I went through, the pain and suffering that I went through.
Oh my God!
Watching that back is the most scary part because it's kind of like watching yourself die.
What the hell? Lou!
Okay.
Lisa checked his pulse to make sure he still had a pulse.
He's good.
Oh my God!
Are you okay?
What the hell is going on?
Take him home.
We gotta get him out of here.
Come on, Lou.
That was so scary. Lou, are you okay?
Okay,
Oh
we
my
gotta get you out
God.
of here.
Let's go. I can't do this.
Lou was still breathing, but he couldn't get up.
Lou, we gotta go.
You know, there's so many people out there, oh, I've been possessed. But when it really happens to you, it's scary.
What the fuck?
What the hell was that?
That speaker. The speaker.
We gotta go. Back the hell up.
Back up. I can feel it. Leave him alone. Back up.
Patty knew she had to get Lou out of the graveyard and to a doctor fast.
Come on. Somebody call 911.
All right, I'm gonna call 911. All right, I'm turning the camera off. We're gonna call 911.
I turned my camera off and we got him to the car and we took him to the hospital.
Lou, you okay? We're gonna get him checked out. We want to make sure he's okay.
But the hospital were mystified by the cause of Lou's collapse.
All the hospital could give us for answers was slight dehydration, which really didn't make sense to me.
Although the hospital were unsure, Lou and Patty had a pretty good idea of what happened that night.
I do believe that he may have been possessed.
What was that?
I just feel like there was something there not so nice and didn't want us there.
It said he's here.
I've never felt anything like it.
I believe it was paranormal. I definitely believe that there's good and bad sides of the spiritual realm, and that's the dangerous part of doing what we do, is we go out there and we're looking for these things.
Whoa! Oh my God!
After what happened to Lou, I'm gonna have a hard time going back into that cemetery again.
I can't do this.
Be careful what you wish for. You might just get it.